Look at you. Look at you right now at this moment and think about the person you was 10 years ago. Big difference, huh? Now think about all those little sacrifices you made to become the person you are today. Think about all those hours you dedicated to preparing an exam instead of going out enjoying yourself. Think about all those mornings when you wake up early in order to go to work instead of staying in bed. Think about all those days when you go to bed late at night just because you wanted to get ready for an exam you have the following day. Now, let me tell you something. You can be proud of you. You can be proud of all those little sacrifices you've made to become the person you are today. Because that shows your ability to fight for what you want. But let's just be a little bit smarter. Have you ever taken the time to wonder why you're doing all this? To find the real and specific answer deep in your soul. Are you doing this because a member of your family had taken this road to success? Are you doing this because your parents convinced you that this is the road that suits you the most? Are you doing this to achieve a title which is well seen in your society? Well, for some of us, this question might seem stupid because the answer is abuse for each of us. But the power of the question is not the question itself. It's the answer. Because once you figure it out, you will be able to dispatch those things you're doing for yourself from those things you're doing for others. You will be able to see clear in your goals and set them wisely. So now you have your goals set. You're now ready to move on to the next step. Once your goals set wisely, you will need some necessary means to achieve them. But before we go through this, I would like to say that I'm one of those persons who thinks each of us has something that makes him special. Each of us had that special weapon that will allow him to achieve their goals. You just have to find what that weapon is. And this comes by getting to know more about yourself. To doing so, you will have to do something first. You will have to stop comparing yourself to others. Stop comparing yourself to your friends, to some members of your family, to anyone else. Because no matter how hard you will try, you will never be who they are. You will never be what they are. Just as they will never be who you are. And that's the beauty of it. So find that special thing and use it to shine. Now the question is how to find those abilities, those special talents, those potential talents. Well, to this question, I would like to say you can't know what you're capable of unless you put yourself in a situation. Used to be discomfort. Get out of your comfort zone. Do what you can't. Now here's where I share a story of mine. If you tell my family 5 years ago that one day I will be able to do what I'm doing right now, they would just look at you and start laughing. Do you know why? Because I was one of the shyest person they ever knew. I was so shy that my shyness started to be an obstacle to my willing. Then I knew that it has to stop. I always wanted to get that shyness off me, but I couldn't find that special weapon to fight my shyness. However, there was also something in which I was good at. I was good at challenging myself. See, for so long I was a part of this group which I call here Chicks of Life, where I was nothing else but a follower. Let me explain. For so long, what I was doing is, whenever I see someone I know or someone close to me doing something good in life, I just challenge myself to do the same thing, even when I don't like it. Then I realized that by doing this, I was betraying myself. By doing this, I was getting away from who I am really. By doing this, I was not living. Because for me, living means doing what you want. But that experience wasn't all bad. Because that's when I asked myself, what if you use this sense of challenging yourself to achieve a goal which is really close to your heart? A goal that comes from passion. Challenge accepted. Now, funny thing is, that challenge was standing in front of an audience and speaking about a subject that is really close to my heart. That challenge is what I'm doing right now. Now you have your goals set and you have the necessary means to achieve them. You're now ready to move on to the third and last part. Now, as you and I know, life is not always friendly. There will be some days when you feel like everything is falling apart around you. There will be some days when you want to do nothing else but staying in bed. There will be some days when life knocks you out. And at that special moment, you will only have two options. The first one is to accept your failure, to accept that you will never be able to achieve your goals again, to accept that you're out. And the second one is for those persons who already found that special goal, which I call here life goal. Those persons will get up again and start going for it. Those persons are those that life will punch them 10 times, 100 times, maybe 1,000 times, but they will always get up and start going for it again. And you have to be the same. So find your life goal and use it to shine. As far as I'm concerned, I would like to say that I'm glad today I found my way to getting to know more about myself. I'm not sure that I'm good at this particular activity I'm doing right now, but what I'm sure is this is what I love to do. And it doesn't matter for me if I'm good at it or not. What's matter is I will do whatever it takes to get good at it. I'm glad today I was lost, because that's what helped me to start searching myself again. I'm glad today I'm living. Now I would like to finish by these wonderful words of one of the greatest scientists, Stephen Hawking, who used to say, however difficult life may seem, there is always something you can do and succeed at.